Hello, everybody. Sandman in here. I'd like to apologize for the disappearance that uh, that I had made about 11 months ago, almost a whole year ago, unfortunately. I'll explain in short fashion, and I'm not gonna edit this, so just bear with me. But I'm going to explain in short fashion, you know, why I disappeared, what I've been up to, what I'm currently doing, and what's gonna happen with the channel and my uploading in the near future. So, first up, where did I go? Considering that my last upload was about almost early 2025, if not late 2024, I'm gonna assume that this is part of my life where I was in high school and mentally just all over and a bit burnt out because of it too. Now, I wasn't really doing good in terms of my grades. Like I felt like my grades are good, but I felt like I could do better. You know, so I decided to take a break from YouTube. It was supposed to be a short break, I promise. It was supposed to be a very short break. It was probably supposed to be 2 or 3 months. Um, and focus on myself, get school out of the way, and then come back in March or April, maybe even May. And that was really the plan. I promise you, it was the plan to come back in around May. Um, um, But it never happened. It just kept on getting worse. The assignments kept on getting crazier. I kept on finding out, a lot of my older works was holding my grades down. So I would go back, communicate with the teachers, try and negotiate a time and place to redo stuff or study stuff so I can get a better grade and pass with a really good GPA. No, most of y'all don't really care about that probably, but it's important to me. So yeah, I went ahead and did that. I passed with a really good, decent grade, I would say. Um, I graduated, happy about that. I took a break to myself, and then I did a stream or two, I think, in the summertime. I did more than two streams actually. I think I did like 3 or 4. But I did a couple streams in the summertime, and then I disappeared again. So what happened there? Um, Honestly, I think if I were to be genuine, I think it was just the start of school again. Now I know I think I graduated from high school, yeah, but I'm not like a type of person who just doesn't do anything else crazy after that. So I decided to go to college. So I'm doing well in college. I would say it's pretty fun. Honestly, I've met a lot of good people, seen some really cool uh new guys. I've gotten new friends. I lost some old friends sadly, which really also knocked down my mental state mid fall. But we thugged it out. We got through it with the new friends, thankfully. So it's okay. Um, and then I didn't realize the exams finals weeks. Like I always saw jokes on Instagram or TikTok about finals being the worst thing ever, and then I realized now it generally is so draining. But I passed all my finals, and I got one. I got one more um thing coming up as I'm making this video, but I think I mean it's done basically. I just gotta wait to have it graded, but I will I will be coming back after that. Yep, that's right. So later this week, I mean, not gonna be immediately later this week, but I'm planning on getting some stuff situated. I'm gonna definitely try and stream the Game Awards. I'm gonna see if I can really get stuff set up for the Game Awards. And then I'm also gonna try and you know actually start playing games. I'm gonna start saving up on the side and play the newer games for you guys rather than the older stuff. I can try playing the older stuff, but honestly, I don't really have that much at my disposal. I want to play other than Fortnite or Yu-Gi-Oh, which I haven't even touched Yu-Gi-Oh in a while. Master Duel, I haven't touched it in a minute. I know it's been looking terrible over there, so I'm not too worried about it. But I've been playing a lot of real life Yu-Gi-Oh. Let me know in the comments if y'all would be like interested in me streaming or recording videos with the custom duels I do with my friends, or like the real life duels I do with tournaments and such. I'll look into them. I'll probably maybe I'll do something. Maybe I'll do something. But why I haven't made a video as of like recently? Well, it starts earlier, like this month. Not this month, like around last month, middle of last month, November. So, November, I got a new monitor. It's a higher quality, higher frame rate, and my computer could not handle it. Okay, so I would be playing Fortnite, right? And it would be good. The quality, it'd be good. The frames, all is well. But then I run into the issue of when I want to record something at like even like a near quality, like it could be 1080p, but like if I want to keep the same kind of quality, then it would the recording would have like gaps in it. The way I would put it, this is, imagine this, right? I have a 30-second clip, right? And between seconds 12 to 16, they're all gone. It just like transitions to the next clip. So it literally was like glitching. And because of that, I really couldn't record anything. It would also tank my performance on the game too. So it was basically impossible to stream and impossible to game at the same time. So I decided to just not do it for now. I was gonna wait till Black Friday and Cyber Monday to buy better PC parts. I bought them. I just got my last one this Wednesday. And sorry, not this Wednesday. What am I talking about? Today is Wednesday. This Tuesday. It said it was gonna come Wednesday. It said it was gonna come today, but it came yesterday. And I was happy about that. I set it up. I went to turn my computer on, and it didn't turn on. So I'll be so honest with you, I thought it was maybe just like a glitch. So I even took out the old part, tried turning it on again, nothing. I took out basically everything except the essentials that a computer needed, even my like storage devices, except the one with Windows on it, and it didn't turn on. So, in other words, I killed my new motherboard, and I had to revert to the old one. I'm gonna get the new one replaced. I just have to figure out how I want to do it, because I can either get it mailed out and they come back to me within 2 to 4 weeks, or I just go down like a long drive to a nearby tech store, and well, not nearby, sorry, very far out tech store, sadly, and then get it replaced there. Honestly, I'd rather do the drive, but because it's winter, it's really looking like it's not likely. And I also want to get this stuff set up sooner than later so I can be able to game and stream without the consequence of you guys getting crappy quality content or me getting crappy gameplay. Because then that gives y'all crappy quality content either way. So, you know, it's a lost scenario if I don't do that. So, I'm gonna get that figured out. That's kind of what I've been stressing about the past 3 days, I would say, the most. Another thing that I would say is just like very difficult, well, was very difficult, was the rebrand. Now, honestly, guys, I'm not gonna lie to you, and that kind of sucks for me to try and announce this. I think I'm gonna reverse the rebrand. I think I'm gonna go back to the old Sans Vidarian logo, the old transitions, etc., etc. Like, honestly, I think it's just not the time. I might consider something around like 1,000 subscribers, maybe like even 500 if I'm generous enough, depending on how long it takes for us to get there. But honestly, considering I'm a small creator right now, I don't even care enough to do a rebrand like this early. I'm still a kid, basically, in my eyes. So doing any crazy stuff like that is just a big no-no. So I'm gonna reverse the rebrand. Want to make sure that people know who I am, and by rebranding, it kind of makes it hard for people to recognize who I am. Twitch will have the same effects. I'm gonna switch it on Twitch as well back to the original sensibility transitions and like all that. Hopefully it'll be fixed. And the last thing I wanted to do, which I'm gonna like, this will be not a difficult decision, but it's one I'm like willing to try and do. So, as y'all know, I have a wide variety of content like that I'm willing to do. I'm willing to play Fortnite. I'm willing to play indie games. I actually just played Hollow Knight Silksong. Should have recorded that honestly, but I was late on the hay bale, so I didn't think it was worth it. Let me know if y'all would like to see a new game plus of that or something, or on stream. I'll consider it. But look, I'm thinking about doing multiple channels. So we would have one for stuff like Fortnite, or you know, just high action games, etc., etc. One for indie. Maybe I'll even have those two be in the same category. I probably wouldn't split them up, honestly. But I definitely want Yu-Gi-Oh to be separate, because Yu-Gi-Oh, it just, like, I love Yu-Gi-Oh a lot, but I feel like it doesn't just quite fit in. Like, you know, we got Hollow Knight Silksong, Fortnite, and then Yu-Gi-Oh. I love Yu-Gi-Oh, and I always will play it no matter what. But cramming it in there with like stuff like Fortnite and such, it just feels weird. It feels like odd, you know. So what I would say is, right, I'll make another channel. It'll look like almost the exact same. It'll be named SBD YGL probably, and I'll probably upload duels there. So things like IRL stuff, duels with my friends, or even just duels at on stuff like Yu-Gi-Oh! Master, or just like, you know, for fun looking at stuff. So those are the plans I have set up. But just know, I'm hoping, and I really am I'm gonna knock on wood. Alright, so knock on wood. I'm hoping that in 2026 at least I can push out, I'm gonna give myself 20 videos. At least 20 videos. If I can push out 20 videos, it's 2 videos a month, basically. Yeah, if I just do 2 videos a month, maybe 3 even a month, I think I'll be satisfied. But I don't want to fall off again. And another thing that I will say is, I'm gonna try doing videos with minimal editing. I think honestly, editing videos like crazy, it just takes up too much time and makes it harder for me to put out content. I'd rather put out content, you know, that feels real, and, you know, it gives you a reason to stay and watch, rather than some heavily edited thing that takes you, let's say, 5 minutes to watch. And I'll still upload it. I'll upload the shorter versions to shorts with the full video linked. But as for me editing videos, I don't think it's for me. And I'm not gonna hire an editor, because honestly I don't have the finances to do all that, ironically. And I just don't feel like they see the same vision as me in the past. So yeah, quick recap. Recap. So quick recap. I'm gonna start uploading again. Sooner than later, you're gonna have even better quality content once I get this motherboard situation figured out for my computer. There's gonna be another channel. I don't know when it's gonna be up, but I promise it'll be up before 2026. For Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm gonna reverse the rebrand. So if you see channel changes, just know that nothing crazy is happening. I'm just putting it back up, the old stuff. And I'm also going to start streaming again. And those streams are more than likely going to be posted to YouTube without any real edits to them. So let me know if you guys have any game suggestions. And one more thing, actually, the Game Awards I will be trying to stream. I don't know if I mentioned that already. If I did, my bad. But I'm gonna try streaming the Game Awards tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Yep, tomorrow. Tomorrow at 6, I'm gonna have my stream up, hopefully, and then we can all watch it together at 7. So let me know what y'all think about that. Peace.